Don't get mom in it.
I'm not. I don't take people in it. Let's try this again. Welcome to Vlogmas. Day something or another. Alright, welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. It's technically December 3rd today. Tuesday, December 3rd. Okay, Google, what's the date today?
It's Tuesday, the 3rd of December 2019.
Okay, it's Tuesday, December 3rd, according to Google. And everyone in my family is sick right now. VJ just got back from a work trip. And my mom is feeling sick as well, so she's not going to work today. And I don't work, so living the American dream out here. And this is the outfit of the day. I'm just wearing sweatpants. I keep on forgetting that I have these. They're so nice. And then my Raptor sweater. And I think my mom wants to go get Tama groceries. And normally it would be me taking her, but since VJ's home and he called in sick, he's gonna come along for the ride too. And then we might look for a bed for my mom maybe. And then I think I convinced VJ to take us to Symposium for breakfast because we're sick. So sick day means you get to have fun. I'm joking. I'm not. I'm kind of joking, but I'm kind of serious. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to try to see if I can vlog most of today and what we do. Just going to be a random day because everyone's home. And I have my vlog for yesterday and the day before going up. I just have to edit the music and the audio. And I'm kind of tired of looking at the screen right now. So I'm going to take a break until we go out, have some food, and I will see you guys when we get back. I was supposed to go to the gym. I was supposed to track. I was supposed to do a lot of things, but because of me getting sick, it fucked everything up. And I know I want to be like, a part of me is like, fuck, like, you're getting sick, like, worst time to get sick when you're already going to be off track for the next couple of weeks, like, when you're having fun with your family in the holidays. But I'm like, you know what, it is what it is. Don't cry about it. When you do feel good, make sure you're like optimizing it. For example, I did meal prep. I'm going to eat my meal prepped food. It's just that we're going to go get some grilled cheese from Symposium, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so we are at Panera Bread. I convinced VJ to take my mom and I. So I got the Green Goddess Cobb salad. I got a hot Chipotle avocado sandwich. VJ got broccoli cheddar soup with a sandwich and a baguette. And then my mom got chicken noodle soup with the sandwich, same sandwich I think, and a baguette. These are the chips that mine came with. They both have soft drinks and I have a tea. And all together, it was about $50. And we all did the You Pick 2. So, here you have it. Bon appetit. We just came to the Brick to look at beds for my mama. You can hear them talking in the background. And we have some contenders. But this is actually a really big Brick. Alright, this bed is the one that my mom is leaning towards. We found the frame. Looks like that, but the mattress is okay. Whoops, I was looking at myself, sorry guys. But yeah, we found a mattress. No, we found a frame that we like, or my mom likes. And now we're looking at mattresses. I'm resting. My mom's just testing it out. But BRB, gotta go. But this is the bed, hold on. Whoa! So it's like a frame like that, so she can step up there. Queen bed. It's on sale for $300. And now we're trying to decide which mattress we want. I think my mom decided she likes medium. And also we're not gonna have a box spring. It's too high for her. Okay, this is another contender. We're gonna basically decide based on the lights. If it comes with the lights, we're gonna get this one. If not, we're gonna go for the fabrics. So I will keep you posted on what we decide. Okay, we decided on this mattress, which is kind of medium. It's Canadian made, Canadian owned. It's called True North Chiropractic. But this is not the frame that we're going for. We're doing the wooden one with the lights, with this mattress and a low box spring. Alright, we found the bed. And my mom is asking how people get on high beds, because she really doesn't want a high bed. Anyways, we found everything. Altogether, it was $9.99 for the frame, queen bed frame, box spring set with a mattress, medium comfort, and we're picking it up ourselves. And it's available for pickup today, which was one of the key factors. So everything is done and now we're off. Okay, so this is the before of mom's room. I missed step 1, which is to remove everything. But we're at step 2, which is just having the boxes. And we're starting off with the headboard. And then we have the footboard and we have the rails. Keep you updated as we go along. Alright, so this is what the bed looks like. It actually is way bigger than what it looked like in the store, but it works. We're gonna get my mom a new like bed sheet set and some new pillows so she can feel fresh to death. But I want to show you guys the end result. It's actually a really nice bed. Let's see. VJ said I'm not allowed to jump on it, and that's why the other one broke, because I kept on jumping on it. I didn't jump on it, but you know when you're like trying to annoy your parents and you just like come on their bed. And the lamps are pretty cool, and it even has, so the lamps, you go like this and it turns on, and then it even has this like USB port thing, which is not bad. So the frame was $3.99, and there were a bunch of frames for $2.99 for queen size, but we wanted the lamps, I don't know why. And then the mattress was $600. So altogether with tax, because you know we live in Canada, it was $1,100, and we picked it up ourselves, so didn't have to pay the delivery fee, and we're able to get it right away. That was crucial. We wanted the bed to come right away because Joanne's going to be visiting, so we need to make sure that her bed was sick and he can sleep somewhere here too. But yeah, anyways, that's me. I've been loafing all fucking day today, and it's the next day, but it's all good. So yeah, there you have it. That's how it looks. Hello. So welcome to Vlogmas Day 2 continued. It's a little bit delayed and it's a little bit weird, the timing, but it's all good. For you guys, it's just Vlogmas Day 2. So I just want to finish off some of my meal prep. I've concluded that I really can't do meal prep, like a lot of it at one time. Like I like to do bits and pieces. It makes it easier for me to do, and that way it's not as overwhelming. Like even right now I feel like I'm doing a little too much, but it's because I'm doing the baking thing for YouTube, so it's fine. And as long as I'm organized and have a list, I'm usually pretty good. So I'm just writing down what I want to do and what I'm going to have to do. So first is, I know at some point I'm going to have to wash the dishes. It's just too hectic because there's so many people that are in this kitchen, especially my mom, and we both like to be like, have our own space when we're working in the kitchen. It's just easier. You don't want to like be bumping into people and shit like that. So anyways, I just made a list of what I have to do just to make it easy, because I've been loafing on this and I didn't want to finish it off, but I'm like, you know what, just let's just get this done. Tomorrow's a new week for me in terms of my weeks. It's week 24, I think, on my cut, and for these last couple of weeks I haven't tracked, and I looked at my calendar and I have nothing coming for this next week. So I'm like, you know what, I can track again for a week before the holiday starts, and if I can, I'm going to try my best to do that. So yeah, so I'm going to prep and peel and roast sweet potatoes. I'm going to make apple crumble as my Vlogmas baking item for today, and I'll show you guys how I track it. I'm going to make 2, and I'm going to give 1 for my mom's work. I'll put that in the oven tomorrow morning right before we drop her to work, and then the other one is going to be for my house. And when one of my girls is supposed to come over, so if she comes over, we'll have that with dinner, and then I think we might hit the gym later, so that's cool. And then I want to marinate some chicken breasts by doing that Greek chicken. I don't know, for me, I really was thrown off by chicken breast, but after this recipe, which is pretty healthy, I think, I'm pretty good. Like I really like it, and I like look forward to it, and I've microwaved it. I've had it for like a few days, and I don't know, I have no problem with it. And I'm pretty picky in like a weird way. It's hard to even explain the type of picky that I am. Last but not least, I'm going to make lasagna in the crock pot, and then I'm going to make it into a freezer meal, and maybe sometime when Joanne's here over the holidays we can eat it. I just have to confirm that the tray that I bought fits into the freezer. Normally we don't have space, but because of like how we've been organizing it and doing the freezer clean out, I have space that I think it's going to fit perfectly in. And I've always wanted to try this. I see people do it all the time. It's just that we don't have the space to do like a freezer meal ahead of time that you can just pop in the oven. And all this does is just like later in the week or the month when you guys are busy and like don't have time, it's like instead of going to the store and buying food for like a family of 5, it's like you can have some lasagna that's already made. You just pop it in the oven. By the time you like take a shower and get ready to eat dinner, it'll be ready, right? So I'm going to use a crock pot as well. So the one thing about the crock pot, so VJ and I have this thing about using crock pots and appliances, and like we were basically at war right now with what appliances that we think are worth it and what aren't, right? Obviously space is very limited, so we want to make sure that whatever we buy, we make sure we get the best bang for buck, but we actually also use the item, and if not, like it's got to go, you know? So I bought this crock pot for 20 bucks at No Frills, if you saw a recent vlog or something, and VJ's like, oh, crock pots are useless, da 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 da. And I'm like, how is it useless? I'm like, it's setting you up for success. Like, if you're busy, you can just, right now, like, I have a lot of meal prep to do. Like, that's the last thing I want to worry about. But I can easily just put all of the meat that's defrosted. Like, I'm going to use pork sausage, the Mark Angelo pork sausage. I'm going to put that in the crock pot. I'm going to put some canned beans in there. I'm going to put maybe a can of corn if I can find it. I'm going to put some sauce. I'm going to put some bouillon cubes. And then I'm just going to let it sit while I cook for the next couple of hours. And I'm going to be there sitting beside it. Well, sitting beside it, working beside it. And that's easy. So that's next. And then I also want to marinate my chicken thighs with some chipotle chicken, because I haven't done it, sorry, with chipotle marinade. I haven't done it in a long time. And then I have to take my mom to the town store at some point today. I also want to make chipotle marinade for my chicken thighs. I haven't made that in a while, so I've been craving some tacos. This will be the perfect way to do it, because the grilled chicken I prefer for salads, and then the chicken thighs with quesadillas or tacos, bomb.com. Alright, so I'm going to get started, and let's start by peeling the potatoes and the apples. I have a lot of apples, and I have 3 sweet potatoes. So 1 second. Alright, so I have a bowl with apples in water, and then I have some sweet potatoes here, and I'm basically going to just peel them. I have the exact same peeler from the dollar store, Betty Crocker brand. I think it was like $1.25. One of them doesn't work well. We might have fixed it. I think the metal was just bent in. Maybe it's this one. I don't know, but I'm going to try. Whichever one is a good one is the one I want to use. And then I also have a paring knife, because some of the apples just look like they're bruised because it came in a bag. I should have taken it out of the bag, but it's all good. Now I know for next time. And I'm just going to... What should I... Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to like let the peel fall onto the table. Alright, so I basically peeled the 3 sweet potatoes. I was going to talk through it, but then VJ had a meeting and it was loud. So I'm going to take a break, because I didn't realize that my arm strength is very weak from slacking at the gym. And so I'm taking a break because I can't peel freaking all those apples right now after peeling 3 sweet potatoes and dying. So I'm going to quickly put the crock pot out. I'm going to make start the lasagna, or the meat sauce basically, and then go from there. Oh, and the reason why I'm making the lasagna is because I have a ricotta cheese that is going to expire soon. So I want to make sure that before it expires that I use it up. So that will be a layer. A cheese layer is going to be within the lasagna. Alright, so I have the crock pot out. Just this size. I don't know why it leaves a white residue. I saw this when I pulled it out. And then I washed it. And I dried it. Well, I didn't dry it actually. Maybe that's why. But it leaves it, but I swear it's clean. Anyways, so these are the vegetables I'm going to use up. You can see that some of these peppers, like they're going to be on its last leg, so that's why it's perfect to make any type of chili or meat sauce where you can hide in a bunch of vegetables. So I'm going to use some peppers. I'm going to shred a carrot. It's easier to eat shredded carrot than it is like bite-sized piece of carrots, because it's really hard still. Why aren't you focusing? An onion, and then I'm going to use some garlic, more pepper, and I have green onions here as well. This is the meat I'm going to use, which is the Mark Angelo's pork Italian sausage. I'm going to just remove the casing and add that in. And then I was going to just use one, but I'm like, you know what, I'm going to make it hearty. So I'm going to use 2 cans of beans. One is going to be red kidney beans, one is going to be black kidney beans, and then I'll add pasta sauce and some chicken stock, and let's see how it turns out. So I'll show you how it goes in a second. Okay, this is where we're at. I just want to show you guys that I actually do drain and rinse out the beans before I put them in. So I have some carrots, and then everything I literally just threw in. You're not gonna be able to see it. There's no light really. And now I'm gonna add in the 2 tomato sauces. Alright, so I put it on high because I'm still gonna be in the kitchen. Last time my mom said when we put it on high, it splattered everywhere, so I kind of want to see what happens. And I mixed it all around. I forgot about green onions, so I added green onions. I shredded a little bit more carrot, but I'm gonna get my mom to help me, or VJ, because I'm so weak. And I also added this Knorr chicken, kind of like bouillon. It's a powder, so I added that. I'm gonna see if I can reuse this for something. And then, what else? I didn't season like salt. I didn't add Worcestershire sauce, anything like that. I'm probably gonna add it in a little bit. Like you can see that the meat is still like very raw. So I wanna just wait a bit, let it all cook, maybe like an hour or 2, and then I'll season in a bit. I might add Worcestershire sauce right now. We'll see. I'll let you guys know if I do. Okay, so I just want to say a quick note. So honestly, I really was lazy and I didn't want to finish this off, but I started with the easiest thing, which is peeling sweet potatoes. I knew I only had to peel 3, so I'm like, it's not that hard. You don't even have to chop it. And then when I started setting up the chili, halfway through I'm like, fuck, this is a lot more work than I thought. But I was kind of leisurely taking my time. I wasn't listening to music and whatever, but it was fine. And now that it started, I'm actually like super excited to see how that turns out and put the lasagna together. And then now it's like not that hard for me to marinate my chicken because I already have the cutting boards out. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty proud of myself. And I realized that it's true that sometimes you need to do something, like actions leads to results, which leads to motivation. You know what I mean? Sometimes people lack motivation, but it's fine. You just have to sometimes still do it, you know? But anyways, that's all. All right, I just added some Worcestershire sauce, salt, pepper, and I'm gonna stir it. So far, high is pretty good. It hasn't splattered. I've been mixing it well. And now I'm just gonna do a little bit of cleaning as I go, and I'm gonna work on the Greek chicken marinade, which is easy because I got my mom to help me shred carrots, and she also helped me shred an onion because I am weak. And now I just have to get everything else together, which is super easy. Okay, so this is the Greek chicken marinade. I started mixing it, but then I realized I wanted to show you guys, but I have a video on this on my channel already, so I'm not really gonna go into much detail, but there's some olive oil, red wine vinegar, some herbs, dill, Dijon mustard, and salt. I'll post the recipe and I'll post the link to the video in the description box below, but I'm just gonna mix it up. I already have chicken breast that when I bought it, I made it into small bite-sized pieces, so I literally just have to mix it together, and I'm gonna let it marinate for a bit, and when I'm done cooking everything, I'll make this today just because it's acidic and I can cook it right away. All right, so I forgot how much of a genius I am, but I am a genius because when I bought the chicken, I knew that I wanted to put it into like 1 pound bags, which makes my life easier. And I didn't realize, but I cut it too. So wow, I just made my life so much easier because I hate cutting it. So I basically just take a clean hand, and I'm gonna cook it today, which is why I'm not putting it in a plastic bag, but kind of like dousing it. It seems like there's not enough marinade for the amount of chicken that you have, but trust me, you do have enough. These are very strong flavors. I also have adjusted the recipe a little. Like I put extra lemon because I feel like the lemon flavor is kind of weakened based on like the dill, the Dijon mustard, and I really like it. So I'm kind of just going messy with it with one hand, but you get my point. I'm gonna literally do that for each one, and then I'm gonna pour the marinade on top. And then by the time I finish my chipotle chicken, because I do have to debone the chicken thighs and cut it into smaller pieces just to make my life easier when I actually cook it, I will make the marinade at the same time. But I honestly feel like I'm on a roll now. Like I wasn't ready before, but now I feel like, yo, I'm about to murk this shit in 2 seconds. I'm gonna start editing the video while all of this stuff is cooking or marinating or whatever. And then once the video is more or less done editing, I'm gonna show you the final result of all of these things. And yeah, it might be a little delayed on posting, but I'm okay. Like as long as I post it before I go to bed today, I'll be happy. Almost done. Like it seems like there's not that much marinade, but it really does stay potent. Also, I cheated because this recipe tells you that you have to grate onions, and I got my mom to help me, but truly it's extremely hard to grate onions. So I just cut them as small as possible. Same thing with garlic. You're supposed to grate the garlic, but I don't have a microplane, and it's like really hard with a normal grater. So I'm cheating, but it's fine. It's really, really small pieces. And when I cook it, I'll kind of brush off the garlic because garlic burns really quickly, but the flavor will still be infused. Sorry, as I was ending, the phone was ringing, but I call this zhuzhing. I just took the extra marinade and I'm now mixing it around. And I'm just gonna put some cling wrap on top, let it chill in the fridge. This is what I mean, like, these are still big pieces of onion, but I think more or less the flavor's still there because I can smell it and it smells delicious. Then I'm gonna wash my hands, cut my chicken, make the chipotle marinade, and literally we're at the home stretch. Home stretch, people, home stretch. Technically middle, but I'm gonna tell myself home stretch. All right, next up, I'm gonna use my Cuisine Art food processor. Before I start, you always wanna make sure that it's locked in place and that the blade that you're gonna use is also locked in place, because I've done it where I put everything in, which is a lot of liquids, and then realize this is not locked in properly and it doesn't move, and then you have to remove everything and it's just a big mess. So, again, I have videos on my channel of how I make this, but I just figured I'll quickly show you guys. So I'm using a different type of chipotle marinade. The can is kind of mungled because VJ used it for like wings that he was making. So I'm just using the rest. Remember, if you use all of the full can and the full peppers and you blend it up, it's going to be spicy, okay? So prepare for that. But I always have it in like a salad or tacos, and it's bomb.com. So that's step one. I use that tin. Actually, yeah, I use that tin. I'm going to use that tin again for reference for oil and water. But in the meantime, I'm going to take some garlic, cut off the ends. I'm putting it in whole because you're using a food processor for the marinade, which makes it super simple. And as long as you have all of your ingredients out, I feel like it's super, super easy. I'm taking an onion, the other half of the onion that I used for the Greek chicken, which again, it makes it so easy because I already had everything outside. Like I used my lemon squeezer thingy for the lemon part of the Greek marinated chicken. And now I'm gonna use the same squeezer that I didn't wash for the lime. And yes, I could probably use lemon, but lime just has that like Mexican taste, you know? So I'm putting the onion, I literally just cut it into quarters. I'm gonna use my little lemon squeezer with half of a lemon. I'm just gonna massage the sides, but it does feel juicy. And I'm literally gonna put the whole thing. This is my favorite kitchen tool. I know when I bought it, VJ's like, this is so dumb, but if you make lemon water regularly, or if you make your own homemade marinades and use fresh citrus, or wash your produce with lemon, this comes clutch. So that's that. And now the last bit, I'm gonna just put some salt, a little because of the fact that the marinade has a lot of sodium in it. I don't doubt that. And as I mentioned before, I don't track marinades. I'm sure that eventually I will need to, but for now, I'm good. I'm gonna take the same can that it came in, fill it up with water, shake it so I can take any excess marinade. Do a little whoosh, 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 whoosh. Okay, same can, and I'm gonna add half a cup or maybe a third cup of olive oil. So I'll do a third of the can. You could measure all of this if you wanted to, but again, I'm trying to make tracking as easy as possible for me. And if I start going into the nitty-gritty details of like tracking how much marinade this makes, and then how many chickens I'm dividing this by, and like what's the calorie percentage for this small thing, I don't want to do that. So, anyways, so that's that. I literally have just set it up. Now all I have to do is literally turn it on, which I'm going to turn it on away from you because I need a plug. And then I'm going to start cutting the chicken using my other cutting board. I'll put it into a Ziploc bag. I'm going to actually cook that tomorrow, so you will not see the end result. But like I said, I have videos on how to make this already, so I'll add it to the description box. And we will go from there. So I'll see you on the flip side. But that concludes most of what you'll see for the chipotle chicken. Alright, this is where we're at. I'm taking a quick break, but I'm not even going to take off my apron or my antler ears because I just want to chill here. I'm going to quickly look up the recipe or a few recipes on YouTube for the apple crumble. Then I'm going to wash the dishes and time-lapse you guys while I wash the dishes because it's my least favorite thing to do. And maybe if I time-lapse you guys and put on some headphones instead of my antler ears, I'll look forward to it. But I know that if I have a clean space, it will help me finish off really strong. So last but not least is to get started on the apple pie, which is super easy. All you have to do is really make a filling and then you make a crumble to put on top. super easy. I'll show you guys how I do it, and then I have to figure out how I want to track it, etc. So I'm going to think about all of these things while I'm washing the dishes, but after I watch some of these videos. And then basically my girl's coming over and I'm going to start editing some of this video. We're going to have dinner together. I'm not going to show you guys that part because that's, as soon as I've done this meal prep, I'm done with you guys on this vlog. And then tomorrow is going to be a completely different thing, and I'm just going to stop the meal prep for now. And half the reason I'm doing the meal prep is because tomorrow is the grocery shopping day, like Thursdays and Saturdays or something like that, like 2 days a week, one with my mom, one where I just hit up the Canadian grocery stores for the weekly sales based on what we need. So I want to make sure that we're following the concept of first in, first out. So anything that is on its last leg, we're prepping it, we're making sure we're using it, and then setting myself up for success for my meal prep and my eating for the next couple of days. So I'm feeling pretty good about this, and I don't see why it's not going to work, because these last couple of days, even though I haven't been tracking, I've still been trying to intermittent fast and start eating around 1:30. And then I'm also been trying to have at least one salad a day with some Greek chicken. So it's not that I've completely gone off, I've just been like snacking a little too much, and that's part of the reason why I didn't want to track, because I'm snacking and I know I'm eating more than I should be. I'm just fucking around basically. So I'm gonna stop fucking around and track it, and then we'll go from there. So look at my logo, looks so cool. Did I show you guys what VJ did? He added a fucking goatee because he's a dickhead. Let me zoom in. Like, why? Why, VJ? Why? And he was so happy when he did it. He was like giggling like a little kid. So I'll show you what boys are like and what girls are like. But anyways, I'm gonna chill for a bit. Next clip will be my washing dishes, my least favorite fucking activity. But yeah, okay, cool. See you later. Not sure if you know, but washing dishes is my least favorite task, as I just told you in a clip just a second ago. But I'm very happy that I did it. It definitely helped me to keep going because the kitchen was getting clean. I felt reset and ready to go. Alright, so as I mentioned, I somehow got like a serious level of, I just got mad motivation somehow, and I somehow managed to get a lot done. And this was my original list, and as I'm going along, I've adjusted accordingly. So I circled what I have left, but since it looks really messy and I can't focus, I need to dumb it down even more. I know I have more cooking to do, so I'm gonna have to do dishes again. But so far, cleaning my dishes right now, the risk to reward was amazing. Like, the kitchen is clean again, and I'm ready to like tackle the rest. So I've already peeled the sweet potatoes. Now all I have to do is cut them and roast them. I decided I want to steam edamame because I keep forgetting to do that. Then my girl's coming over. We're gonna make hamburgers with the Trader Joe's chicken burgers that I got, which is awesome because I have hamburger buns that we need to use up, and literally just the perfect amount we have. And then I want to get the condiments ready so it's easy. And then apple crumble. I thought I was going to be able to make 2, but I think I'm only going to be able to make 1. We'll see. And then I have to put together the freezer meal once the crock pot recipe is done, which is the cheese filling, shred cheese, and assemble. So I know it still looks like I have so much more to do, but honestly, like, it helps my brain think, and I'm so happy. Like, you don't understand. I killed it. I'm killing it, and I'm so energetic. And the fact that we're about to go to the gym after we eat like a bless up meal, oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna, like, very excited about this. Jasmine came over for dinner, so I made burgers for VJ, Jasmine, and I. Here you'll see me season the sweet potatoes with a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper. I mix it around a little bit, and I just roast it in the oven for a little bit. I try my best to roast vegetables, at least one carb vegetable or a starchy vegetable, and at least a few free calorie vegetables like roasted peppers, mushrooms, etc., because it makes my salads just taste a little bit better. Now you're going to see me struggle to take the Trader Joe's chicken patties and put them on a hot skillet. I'm using a Heritage Rock grill pan just because it will give nice grill marks on it when it's done. Last but not least, we are ready to feast, and if you know me or our family, you know that toppings make burgers, picnics, barbecues, everything. So we always make sure to have a wide assortment of toppings and sauces available. Alright, last but not least, we are making the apple crumble. What I'm doing is using an egg white to brush the store-bought pie crust. And what I'm going to do is brush it with egg whites, put it in the oven to bake for 5 minutes, and then I will add the filling on top at the very end. The apple pie filling will go down in size, so that's why even though it looks like I have a lot of apples, it really will reduce in size. Same thing with the crumble topping. Remember if I did a final video of what the crumble looks like before I put it in the oven, but I'm about to put it in, and I will link the recipe in the description box below. 350 degrees Fahrenheit, probably for like 25-30 minutes. The apples are cut down into small bite-sized pieces thanks to my friend who helped me like crazy. Thanks, Jasmine, you're the best. And she forgot her pie, so I'm going to have to go see her tomorrow, which is awesome. I'll check her, drop off the pie, and then yeah. Anyway, she helped me. She made the pie filling, basically, which is really simple. You have to peel and core apples, 3 pounds worth, and then I doubled the recipe because I made 2. And then the crumble is basically butter, sugar, and more. So yeah, not too hard. It's pretty simple, and you can bring this to a potluck, and you'd be a hero, I think. I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. P.S. Laura Vitale taught me that you always put your pie on top of another rack in case it leaks juices. I missed a spot. Well, I was trying to go for a lasagna type of thing, but it's much more runny. And I already put a bag of spinach in, but it wilted down to like nothing. It's only on like hour 3 too, by the way. I'm going to still leave it on like overnight, but when I have 2 hands, well, let me try. I just wanted to show you guys what this looked like before I closed it off. I'm pretty sure I did show you guys, but like I said, it became more of a soupy texture, which is fine. I'm contemplating adding cornstarch, but I've put it on low and I'm going to be up for a little longer editing this video. I'm going to see how I feel about it, and then I will turn it off and get VJ's opinion in the morning, worst case. But my mom likes the flavor, which is a surprise. She has a bias towards VJ. Tamil culture, just kidding. But yeah, okay, cool. Alright, here is the end result of the pie. I'm a bucket though. I left it on broil just to get it kind of brown on the top. But as you can see here and here, I left it on broil for too long. So I just scraped it off. That's the beauty of cake. However, you have to be careful because sometimes if it's like really, really burnt, it smells burnt. So luckily, I did not take an L on that. Like I said, Jasmine forgot her pie, so I have to bring it to her tomorrow. But it's frozen, so she can eat it whenever she wants. And hopefully when she does it right, I'll take a picture. But I'm not opening this or cutting into this now because I'm going to give it to my mom for her work for tomorrow. But I just wanted to show you guys the end result. And thank you guys for watching. Show you guys that I'm human too. I actually burnt edamame as well, and I didn't do it on purpose. It was turned off, like I cooked it and whatever, but since the oven was on and roasting sweet potatoes and I still had it on the stovetop, it burned. So lesson learned, but honestly, I'm never gonna make these mistakes twice in a row, right? Well, the broil thing, probably I will do it at least a few more times, but I won't do it anytime soon. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah! Alright, so I just want to show you guys how I would track the apple crisp recipe that I got from Laura Vitale. I literally just had it, but I by accidentally deleted it. It's all good. I'm not going to trip out about it. I'm just going to show you an easier way of tracking. And this is something to do just to bring awareness. And it's the same concept. It's not going to be exactly accurate as if you entered the recipe yourself. But if you're lazy and you just want a general idea of what I'm eating and like how bad or good it is and what the macro breakdown is, then you can just look it up. So I'm going to type in apple. Maybe I'll even type in Laura Vitale. Laura Vitale apple crisp, because if someone else made the recipe, they potentially have it. But see how she has recipes up here? Damn, I didn't even know that myself. Okay, cool. But you could technically do peach cobbler because that's similar. I know she uses the same recipe, but for fun, let's just do apple crisp. I think she calls it apple crisp, but I call it apple crumble. Same concept, but if you look at apple crisp, it's around 155, 200, 104, 186. I always make sure to see if you can find an entry with actual macros, because sometimes people just enter the calories. Let me see if I can find one. But they don't enter the breakdown. Okay, these all are good. But anyways, I still think it's called apple crumble because of the like topping of brown sugar on top. But do you see how it's a little bit more higher in calories? You obviously want to be as accurate as possible. If I make it at home, like I could technically go for the apple crumble made at home, and it has calorie breakdowns. So what you want to do is you basically want to find like 283, 335, 448, 345. Like it seems like 350 is about accurate. But if you want to overestimate, that's always good as well, because it's better to be technically over and really under your calories, if that makes sense. But say I did it like that, I would do that, and now I know. And if you compare it to Laura Vitale's peach cobbler, I'm only 100 calories above. And see this one, this is what I meant when someone actually is just posting the calories, but they're not posting what a breakdown is. So that's pretty useless. So I wouldn't use that. I would try to find something with macros. But anyways, that's a quick way of showing you how to track it. Sorry that I didn't show you guys how to actually input the recipe, but I'll try my best to keep doing that for future recipes. Maybe I'll do it like every other video I'll actually show you the recipe, and then every other video I'll show you how to just track it if you're lazy and cheat code way, you know? But thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.